Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, sorry. Trying not to die to the corridor of woe.
Yes. That really is the corridor of woe.
Oh my god, someone just referred to it as a waifu ball.
No, way too disturbing.
Forbidden Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
My is, I refer to it as
Jawbreaker, maybe.
Indigestion Ozma.
Okay. So while you're doing this, I will talk.
Yeah, you can do that. Well, right now we're waiting for people to get out cutscene.
Yes. So, I am on vacation in sunny Southern California with my parents. Went visited the old hometown today, which is, a little ways away from where they moved to, but not that far. Avocado capital of the world. It's not that Fallbrook so boring, it's just next to exciting Bonzel.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, the Fallbrook Library is very good and has a very good used bookstore run by the Friends of the Fallbrook Library. And all of that was closed. I went time to visit it for a year and I was denied. I am bummed. So we went to what is now the usual lunch spot for us there, which is Firehouse Barbecue. That was very good, thank you.
Barbecue is always good. Unless it's bad barbecue, and that does exist.
This is good barbecue. Yours is the stripper band selection.
Yeah.
My mom was saying apparently the county, like this last year, tried to go in with this proposal to, like, widen some of the roads, namely, like, Five Oak Road, and everyone screamed up a hissy fit because of the number of oaks they'd be cutting down to do it.
Yeah, well.
And they canceled it. Good, because I'm kind of going, this is a not very practical idea in the first place. That's not a place where you are desperately in need of improved road communications.
Yeah, unless it suddenly become more of a hub when you weren't looking.
And it hasn't that much. From the south you have Mission Road, and that has been widened. It is like two lanes each way with a center island on the south end of town.
And now we come to yeah.
Yeah. And of course, to the west is Camp Pendleton and the Naval Air Station. Not much point there for anything more than it's got. North is Duluth and Duluth Canyon, and improving access through there might be a good idea, though I'm not quite sure where you'd link into the main part of downtown. West, that's where they need to fix things. Or not west, east. Because going east is the connection to I-15, and that part of Mission Road is not cutting in. But then the question becomes, and what the heck do you do?
Good question.
I mean, you can widen out Ritchie Road, which would help, but it's a very hilly, up and down hilly road no matter what you do. And it doesn't exactly directly connect with the places you need to connect to in Fallbrook.
Ouch!
And currently...
Sorry, why am I announcing raid, You're not even here.
Nope. I am relaxing with my tacos.
Hello, Doodles.
Hey, Doodles. They got into a run, which is a longer run, so it is going late.
I figured I'd get Circuit, Crystal Town, which are like all under 15 minutes nowadays.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, apparently they were wanting to like straighten out and.
That's a dead machinist.
Wait.
Oh my God, they lived. How'd that happen?
Life over road, which takes you from one light residential area forward to another light residential area forward. There's not a whole lot of point. You have other things to fix first. And the main thing is somehow getting better access to I-15.
Yeah, that's always been the trouble.
Yeah, until you fix that, there's no point in doing too much with the eastern half of the boulevard. And certainly nothing worth cutting down that many trees for. Ancient oak trees.
Oak trees that have been there longer than California has been colonized.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the new choreo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Videos. Of course, I found it interesting to see the guy did the very nice turn him on Midnight Mission video. The fact that he's really having to kind of punches on fun guys. Live doing what everyone's here kind of on time compared to say.
Sorry! I was figuring I'd get Crystal Tower when I queued! Oh God, I hate this mech. Okay, where's my home? That's gonna fill, and that's gonna fill. But this will be okay.
Yeah, okay, this mechanic is just a number of people get wrong on that one.
Yes! We killed him before I was killed by all the AoE stacking on me. Yes. That's always a great feeling. Oh, he's
living is always a great feeling.
Watch the cold, let air dry.
Sure.
Because it's all elastic.
Yeah.
I suppose if you want to wash the giant waifu amalgamation, cold would be best.
Everyone says hi, dear.
Yes.
Oh. First, we will. Oh.
Hardly anyone left to calm.
Yeah, I was hoping to calm the Grey Mouser, but he bailed.
Right. And don't forget you can double click for the comm.
Yeah.
I saw you using the OK.
Ah! Don't give me the music! We've got too many of those rolls in the FC chest already.
At least they stack.
I got a comm. Apparently
Very
they
good.
liked my Reaperness. Or my viperness. I was
As
not
well
Reaper.
they should.
Where are you at? You're in
Wait,
Tuliolo?
I have to do something. Yes.
On my way. Because that's kind of where we want to start from, so.
Yes.
So
I am still getting occasional likes for the One Blue Sky response.
What would make a good mount for Viper?
Oh, that's right.
I know. We'll use Torgal. Because he's the best boy.
Dougie.
Yes, he
Best
is.
Dougie.
So yeah, sorry about that. I did not think I would be stuck in one of the longer raids. It isn't as long as the Paradigm's Breach, but yeah.
Yeah, and on all of those, no matter the DPS, there's a lot of places where I'm not sure you can shorten it.
No, you can't. Short of just piling on the DPS.
Well, even with that is what I'm saying.
It's gotten better
Especially
over the
Paradigm's
years, but Paradigm's Breach always gave me the worst headaches.
Yes, they do seem to have toned it down a bit, thankfully.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, I would literally be practically
And I wasn't
vomiting
far behind you.
because of the headache it would generate.
Yeah.
And it was all based on visual eye strain.
Yep.
What's
I have to say, I am so glad Board Game Geek fixed their problem. When they redid the main page layout, like
who's a good boy? Yes, you're a good boy. That asp is not a good boy. We shall kill it now.
I don't know what they did, but trying to read the text was serious eye strain time. Apparently, they had something really weird and wacky going on in their CSS.
That's no good.
No.
Here, sneaky, 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 sneaky. The Viper has come to wipe your windows. Helps if I would hit the right button.
Nah.
Okay, doggy.
I'm surprised
Dougie gets
I'm like
pets.
the only one who picked up that joke. Because I haven't heard it show up anywhere else, and yeah,
Wait,
somehow
I thought.
you managed to not get it.
How many hot targets are in Shalawani?
All of them. Enough so that you'll only get here to join me at 11.
Hush you. Okay, that's a 1 of 2. Where's number 2? There's number 2. Come here. So this is the tallest horned lizard I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
The holding its head up like that is not very lizard.
So today has been a lot of struggling with Blender still. I
and
think
forever.
I'm gonna have to check it. But I think I've come up with a way of having both a color ramp and a texture map on the model at the same time, and it will properly figure for toon rendering.
Okay.
It involves having multiple texture maps and effectively
Yes.
phasing between them.
Well, that sounds promising. Now, if only you could get the rigging to behave.
Actually, I'm looking at having to go in and mess with some of the model because to see if I can get it to rig a little better and all that fun stuff.
Well, hopefully that part will be a good learning experience where you know these are the things you're going to have to do to make rigging work out.
It's the double cape thing. If it wasn't for that, the rest of it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if I could use fan bones. I guess part of my frustration is that I really wanted to have an animatable model, and right now the rigging's just good enough that I can get into the pose I want, but not actually be able to animate because it just doesn't want to move right, and I feel like I'm going to fight it if I do.
Yeah.
And right now I'm kind of taking a break from rendering and figuring out how to get to texture and grease pencil. One of the things I was hoping to do with grease pencil, it'll kind of do, but not at the level I want it to. So I'm a little disappointed in that. But I'm figuring out other roundabouts to get the effects I want. So, shall we start with the Pelu Pelu?
Yes.
We've got a Pelu Pelu down here with a big blue mark, and he wants to hand us an emote. So I figured we'll start there.
Yep. Actually, that's level 90?
Yes. Hold on. Why not? Since it's level 90.
Double monk. An intrepid new enterprise. No. Intrepid and Enterprise are two different ships.
Of course they are.
The blue-garbed Pelu appears to be lost in thought.
I think this one's me.
You think?
Yes.
I'm thinking me, but go ahead.
With those lips?
It's not a guarantee.
Not with the pillow, that's for sure. Maybe meeting with him won't be so easy after all. Mablu said he'd be around here somewhere, though.
Aha.
Waiting for it to sink in. Whoa! Theron? Rylea? The adventurers?
Yeah, I was waiting for the double take.
The mighty warriors who traveled the length and breadth of Tra, taking in its myriad sights, sounds, and smells, even within the otherworldly dome? The savvy haggler who helped the third promise acquire a saddle worth 10,000 pel in 1,000's column, despite starting with a mere 100? Someone here's money. My inner abacus is clanking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that is. I've got to...
Wait. No. We're stopping this right here. No more. We're not doing this. We are, however, dragging you onto a boat, getting you across the salt, and introducing you to Taru.
I was about to say, this person sounds like they would be a perfect match with Taru. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I'm just so happy to finally meet you. I'm playthru, a merchant. Until recently, my business was bedclothes, all woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you, and I hear you gather... Let's try that again. I hear you gave her a nudge she needed to embark on her own journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. All I can hear is Joe Katz Taru. What we need is money! Money, 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 money!
Something like that.
I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today. Theron, Rylea, how would you two like to become special advisors for a trailblazing and tourism venture? I call it Turali Travel Agency.
Oh no. What was the name? I can't think of it all of a sudden. Turalism.
Yes. The Trolley Board of Turalism.
Yes.
Of course, you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention a wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has roused your interest, please come visit me in Okhanu. We can go over the final details there. I'll be waiting for you two, along with the rest of my associates. I do find it kind of amazing when 14 AAR first came out. They tried to make this really serious and deep advertising with live action, with makeup and everything, and it just kind of fell flat. And they didn't really do much for Stormblood, or for Heaven's Word, even though it ended up getting all the praise. And then for Stormblood, they basically used their cinematics for advertisement purposes. With Shadowbringers, they decided that, no, we can't do this justice as a serious you want to play this game, so we're just going to meme it. And oh god, were the memes beautiful. The advertising was so bad, it was good, and it helped a lot. And of course, this time, they actually did the whole fake tourism site board for their advertising, the Trolley Board of Turalism, and it was hilarious.
Yes. I think I only ever saw one of their pieces.
I think they, of course, the entire website was legit.
Yes.
But the fact that they actually went and commissioned a few of the foodie YouTubers to effectively recreate dishes and drinks was just chef's kiss. And it was obvious How to Drink knew exactly what he was doing. Ah, here's our destination. But they've totally gone on the entire, let's meme our advertisements.
Mhm.
And it works.
Well then.
Ah, there you are. Thanks for coming. Right here goes. Okali!
Hey,
Welcome to
welcome to
Kozoma.
Kusama Uka.
Blah, 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 blah.
Kusama Uka. Yeah.
Oh, we know this. Okali!
Yes.
We've been here before. You've mastered the Hano Hano greeting, but I wouldn't expect anything less from someone so well-traveled.
Oh, it's tempting to do a lolly-ho instead.
Lolly-ho! Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Liplu, the founder of Turali Travel Agency. With me are my brother, Yubli, and my Hano Hano associates. We will be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? Of course we were. Flashback! Dawn's servant Wook Lamont spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better, and how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Well, those words certainly left their mark. The capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely where the Turali Travel Agency comes in. We'll answer all that burgeoning demand.
Our goal is to help revitalize this community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great Storm. Promoting Kusama Uka as a tourist destination will provide a much-needed source of income for the region, and with it, all the benefits that follow.
Of course. Oh, sorry. That was yours. My bad.
Of course, we wouldn't be having this conversation had we not consulted the Hanu beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside attractive land by Dokuga for development. And would you believe it, the villagers are flocking to join our staff. As Liplu said, the people are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, and we Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us to relieve Ihana, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home, that we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative?
Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tural. This is an unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assuage these concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with countless Turali from all over the continent? Okay. Yubli?
I handle the managerial side of the enterprise. If you decide to join us, I'll be counting on your insights to help me solve the little problems we'll no doubt encounter along the way.
Oh god, I don't remember if Lee or Nu was the gender appropriation for the Hanu Hanu.
Oh.
Zunu Hanu? I guess I'm
Get your
doing.
way around.
I guess
Okay.
I'm doing the Hanu as opposed to the Hali.
Yes.
You're aware that Kozuma Uka was ravaged by a mighty storm, yes? By welcoming more travels to our land, we stand to gain many new customers, not to mention the opportunity to work for the travel agency itself. In this way, we hope to raise funds we need to rebuild and recover. This will also be an excellent chance for the rest of Toral to get to know us. No matter how you look at it, we'd be fools not to cooperate with Liplu and her brother.
Okay.
Sunohali?
The Pelu Pelu strive to spread happiness through trade. It's little wonder they find a warm welcome wherever they go. Their guiding principle has earned them a great deal of trust over the years. Hanu?
Mablu introduced Liplu to the elders of Zaluhali. She would often visit our village to peddle her wares, and it was because of her we saw fit to consider the proposal. When we first gathered to discuss the issue, Liplu painted a vivid picture of the impact her venture would have on the region, financial and otherwise. Ref, that's fine. Here's some geishal greens. Stop looking at the Pelu Pelu as if they're snacks.
They have snacks in their pockets. He knows it.
The core of our business is providing accommodations and guided tours of the local area. As we speak, Wook Evu is putting his shipwright skills to use, heading the construction of our base of operations in Dock Pogo. From sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we're working hand in glove with the good people of Okhanu to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there's a few things I'm worried about. Guided tours, for example. Visitors will journey here after making reservations at our office in Tuliolau, and we'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we can't expect our customers to hand themselves like you can. This is true. And that led us neatly back to my proposal. So, how about it? Can we count on your help as a special advisor while the travel agency finds its feet? What do you think?
Consider yourselves advised, especially.
I knew we could count on you too.
Wonderful. Although I'm loath to put you to work straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours, based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we'd benefit greatly from the input of a worldly traveler like yourself. Honest opinions only. Liplu, perhaps you could accompany Riley and Theron and appraise the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee construction with Wook Evu.
A fine idea. Guides, please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Theron and Rylea to each of you in turn. When you're ready, just say the word. I'm as keen as the Hanu Hanu are to hear your thoughts. All set? Now then, our 3 guides have planned 3 unique tours, so we will speak with them one at a time before proceeding to the next. We'll start by paying a visit to Gunahanu in the Fields of Gold, whom I am told wishes to showcase local industry with a focus on the village and the reed fields. Let's go!
Let's go. We're dating ourselves again, aren't we?
Yes. Oh god, they tried to come out with a mobile version of that on the phone.
You sad.
And it was horrible.
Yeah, you mentioned.
It was so rife with pay-to-win mechanics that was unplayable. And didn't even have the right music.
Of course not.
There's something enchanting about the sight of all these reeds swaying in the wind, especially at night, when you can see the fireflies dancing among them. Yeah, that would be a sight. Hello, Ginuhanu. Ah, I'm glad you're here. I almost couldn't bear the wait. Right, let me explain my concept for the tour. First and foremost, this is a chance for our customers to understand we Hanu, and where better to learn than right here among our reed fields. After all, reeds are the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across the lush fields, and you'll get a sense of what defines us. But that's enough about my thoughts. What do you think? I should like to believe this space is not of the Hanu Hanu can also appreciate, but...
Perhaps the reeds shouldn't be the sole focus.
Yeah. The tour should absolutely involve the reeds, but as Theron and Rylea suggest, I think the visitors will want to learn about other aspects of Hanu culture too. Perhaps giving them a tour of local settlements will serve as a worthy introduction to your traditions. Yes, I think the plan is coming together nicely. To summarize, if we begin by guiding the guests around the village, they'll see how the reeds are so tightly interwoven with the Hanu Hanu culture. That way they'll appreciate the precious resource growing in your paddies all the more. Oh, I was so excited about showing the visitors our fields, I hadn't considered that they might like to learn about the normal everyday lives of we Hanu Hanu too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts on offer that the visitors might purchase if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items and more exotic trinkets, charms and the like.
All made from reeds.
Alright, let's head over for the breath between next. Zinihali has proposed a walking tour of the river and ought to be waiting for us there. A tour that takes the villages and the fields. Work!
Does Urza have opinions on this tour?
Quick!
Ah, okay. We'll talk to them about that.
She said there wasn't enough glacial greens. Ah, the fishing spot. The waters here are dazzlingly clear, don't you think? And filled with the bounty of fresh fish besides. Of course, the currents are awfully strong as well. We might take care not to let guests fall in, lest they be swept away in an instant. Yeah, that would be a problem.
I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless waters of Kuzage. If you didn't already know, Kuzage means big tongue in our language. If you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken off by the current.
You know, I bet insights into the language like that would prove a hit with the visitors.
I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explaining the language and local history as I go. But is that really enough entertainment? Well, somebody falling in would definitely be too much entertainment.
Oh, how about working in a spot of fishing too?
I see. Offering an activity besides sightseeing is a wonderful idea. I appreciate your advice. Whatever form the tour takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. I'll be sure to confer with playthru as I hammer out the details.
And it's time we see to Zinuhanu. He's proposed... We're going to ignore that. She's proposed a magical spelunking tour in which our visitors can marvel at the natural beauty and wonders beneath our feet. To Cave Kikitola.
Yeah, it's so exciting thinking of ways to entertain our future visitors.
I bet it is. Well, they did actually talk about that with the latest one, so...
Mm-hmm.
Well then!
Remember, if you just go straight through, you'll dismount us.
The soft green lights reflected off the rocks, the cool crisp air, the tinkling of flowing water. I feel like I'm in the presence of the divine. There you are. I was starting to feel lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Cave Kikitola is the source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, it has been held in a sacred site of healing. I'm sure visitors will be enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the village is long and arduous. The interior is rather dark, and I fear it might not be suitable reward for challenging of simply getting here. I'm more concerned about the visitors
nearby.
Yeah. You might be right. Compared to the other places, at least, the fiend threat is certainly an issue. I should have given that more consideration. Well, we could reserve the course for particularly seasoned customers. So as long as they're accompanied by guides capable of dealing with any unfortunate encounters, we should be able to mitigate the risk. Besides, the cave is truly stunning, not to mention rich in resources. I think the experience could prove highly educational. With a detailed plan and plenty of safeguards in place, I foresee a lot of demand for such a tour. I must say, you two are full of fine ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me a little longer and I'll have my plan ready. Well, with that, I've heard all 3 proposals from our guides. I'm sure you're tired after all the traipsing around, but let's get back to Okanu, shall we? A special tour for seasoned travelers. Excuse me. But the cave is a nice one, and let's be honest, there are more adventurous people out there. Looks in the mirror. Hello, Liplu. Sorry to have taken so much of your time, but you two have helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions to the table. While we're out there, a question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is it that we're selling with the Terali Travel Agency? It's not simply
Terralism, of course. Terralism, of course.
Yes, of course. It's not as simple as peddling produce or producing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals make it crystal clear. We're in the business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories that last a lifetime. That way, our customers will be sure to fall in love with Komazuka and its people. Money, 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 money. I can practically hear my inner abacus clacking away. Provided we hold...
Your abacus sounds like a cash register.
What's a cash register? I'd like to know more. Please, tell me. Provided we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to serve our customers above all else. I'm confident that we'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pell. The Terali Travel Agency will be synonymous with experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. And then there's the matter of making sure the benefits outweigh the burdens for the Hanu Hanu. There's so much to do. Someone's got a fire in their belly. But before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be-built base of operations near Dakpoga? Knowing my brother and Wook Ivu, I dare say they've made a remarkable progress already. Wow, they really turned up the volume on that last part. We're probably gonna have to cross that bridge over there. Dunk. Dunk. Okbekby? I think Rodol Ja is still waiting for work to come in. We're just gonna fly it. There's a road around here somewhere. I know it.
And we're not following it.
I'm trying to get to the road. Can't follow it if I can't find it. Here we go. I just completely went around the opposite way, didn't I?
Something like that.
Oh my! They're definitely
Yeah.
building something here. I don't think this was here before. Or if it was... Yeah, because this leads up to the Great Staircase, which is currently wrecked.
There was something here before, but yeah, nothing this extensive. Yeah, we had this part, and that might have been it.
No, I don't remember this part at all. Yeah, this is all new. Maybe? Okay, where's the... Okay, the Great Staircase was over there. Yeah, that's the building for the Great Staircase, which of course was knocked down during the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the wreckage of it. Yeah, I think there was a... I think there was an aetheryte out here, but a lot of this looks new.
Definitely far more extensive than it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, someone's been a busy bee.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they're ready to start construction. The blueprints... of...
You're far beyond starting.
The blueprints have been finalized and all the materials are at hand. Once the work is finished and the countdown really begins, here's hoping for satisfied customers and, more importantly, happiness for all involved, be they Hanu, Pelu, or adventurous extraordinaire. It's so wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together and make this a stunning success.
So is this the new society? What do you say we get this thing built?
Man, these guys, they really work fast. Holy moly.
Where do they get the paint to dry that fast? Trolley. Weren't there yesterday. With construction work on the trolley travel agency complete, the Blue and her associates have set their eyes on establishing Kuzama Uka as a top tourist destination. Yet a host of challenges remain before their goals can be realized. As special advisor, it is your duty to offer support and guidance as they embark on this exciting new enterprise.
Yep, this is their society quest.
Okay, well that's different. Yeah.
And it is now unlocked.
Friendly.
We'll probably do this off air, but we at least have it open now. You have learned the new emote? Oh, Kali!
Hello, Proponent 1.
god, the music! Do you recognize this?
It's familiar. I haven't quite placed it yet. Oh god!
You just placed it!
Prince Travel Agency.
Yes! From 10.
Yes, just a very different arrangement.
But I recognized it instantly. We have not attuned here. This is new.
Okay.
Yep, and quest from Nubly over here. What's at the exchange? Glacial greens, dark matter. Nothing currently. Except for a bunch of materia. Small talk on the Mender.
I'll go on the other guy.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Theron, Rylia. I'm Sheeplu, and there isn't much I can't fix for the right price. Just give me a shout whenever your gear's in need of repair. No, I got it.
Simply small talk. Ah, you must be Rylia and Theron, special advisors. Well met. The name's Pavley. I look forward to doing business with you. At Liplu's behest, I'll be offering a range of merchandise in exchange for pill plumes. Drop by if you're looking to trade.
Nice. Yep, Trolley Travel Agency.
Rally Board of Trollism.
Welcome.
Hello there, Special Advisor. What can I do for you?
What do you do here? Not like we don't already know.
I'm Kivli, the travel agency's head clerk. Under young Liplu's ever-steady supervision, I ensure our accommodation facilities meet the agency's high standards. I used to work at the alpaca wool bedding emporium Liplu and Ubli ran together. I started the job back when their mother still managed the business. When they began to sense tourism's potential, the siblings handed the shop back to the family and plunged their pell into the new venture. A fair few of us from the bedding emporium followed them. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with their incredible drive, but I wouldn't have it any other way. My goal is to make sure visitors have an unforgettable stay. Guided tours are all well and good, but without comfy beds and sumptuous guest rooms, the business model is only half complete.
What kind of place is this?
This is Puga, home of the Trolley Travel Agency's Kuzama Uka branch. In case you didn't know, Puga means fruit in the Hanu tongue. After the Great Storm laid waste to the area, Liplu negotiated with Elder Zanuhali and received her blessing to develop the site. Seeing the place now, it's difficult to imagine the storm ever tearing through here. Wook Evu and his team of flavors did an impeccable job.
Thank you for the info. Hello, Liplu. What do you think of our new base of operations? Quite the sight, I'm sure you'll agree. Still, there's plenty left to do here before we welcome our first guests. Getting word out being the main priority. We'll be doing my very best, and I expect the same of our special advisors. Yeah, and here's the alpaca pins, because what's a Pello without alpacas? Look out, they spit.
Yes. No golden one.
We're going to be grooming alpacas, aren't we?
Probably.
Storage, maybe? Odd storage arrangement.
Oh.
It looks like we still have a few things still in need of building.
Yep.
So
And
they didn't build
research
everything out, just the majority
Yet.
of it.
Give it time.
Well, do we want to go check those quests in Living Memory?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is the place I thought we were heading to, but no, we've got a completely new place. No. It's gonna be alpaca rugs. Alpaca rugs are to die for. The problem is they're a BS to clean. They get all dusty. So yeah. Wait.
Really? I can't keep you in here.
Okay, that was the one I needed. It was a hunt target. It was right there. No, I do not want to deal with you. There we go. Now this is going to get a little interesting because the quests actually sink down and I'm like level 90. But we're in a hunt, the top end zone of the expansion and I'm level 90.
Yeah, well. 91.
91, yeah. Exciting! Not as exciting as the Excitatron, though. Here we are. Yes, we want to go to Yorktown. But yeah, we are now officially in kind of the grind section of the,
Yes.
I'm tempted to go ahead and stream us doing the grinding simply because we won't have time to do it otherwise. And then we'll get behind and then we'll get mad that we didn't do the grind. You know how this plays. I know. Well, we'll figure it out. I mean, I do kind of want to get back onto Utor Mono, but at the same time, I want to have my nice Hakuolo screen for the pre-show, and I'm kind of failing at that. Grumble, 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 grumble. I was kind of hoping to be done with the model by now, but that has not been happening. And there it is, the Sky Deep cenote. But it does seem like Surreal Jaw is wanting to play Kingmaker.
Oh, yes.
Puppet Kingmaker.
Oh, yes.
And they're both actually in... over this way. Yeah, I'm glad I saw them when I was out here mining the other day.
Lindblom, we hardly knew ye, and leaving this place for good. Yeah.
Ah, there they are. Admirable Elder. Hello, ma'am. Can we help you?
Lindblom, we hardly knew ye. The amiable elder seems starved for company. Can't imagine why around here.
There I was, beginning to think I was the only one left. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a moment or two? This place was once something of an ending dream, but all the appearances, the reverie is finally over, and, well, to put it simply, I've been desperate to talk with someone. If you feel like stretching your legs, why don't you come and find me by the bridge to Bloom's Discovery? Yeah, I'm gonna write it. Sorry. Sorry.
Don't leave me alone in this place. Somebody's having a cinematic moment.
Yes, they are. It's sad when I have to check whether they're a PC or an NPC. Rift. Please. Ah, I'm glad you came. I'll get straight
He's
to
making
it.
sure she doesn't feel lonely.
I'll get straight to it. How familiar you are with the nation of Lindblom?
I know they were once at war with Alexandria.
Yeah. Precisely. Alexandria fought with its neighbor Lindblom during the storm surge, and it was the latter that produced the dreadful weapon that wrought disaster. To focus on a period of conflict reveals the nations loathed by the people of Alexandria. Yet for much of the nation's shared history, Lindblom was simply a neighbor, albeit one with a rather different customs. All this talking has put me in the mood for another wander. Come and find me when you're ready to hear the rest of my ramblings. Just want to see if we can land down here. Yes, we can.
I was going to say, the map indicates you should be able to.
let us continue. Now, in many ways, a nation can be viewed as a culmination of technology and culture. I wonder where your interest lies. It's hard to pick one way or another. That's often the case, is it not? I apologize for putting you on the spot. Limblum was always revered for its technological prowess. After all, this was the nation that had revolutionized travel with the invention of the air cab and the airship, designed to combine magic and machine to remarkable effect. Despite such advancements, they held dear to the time-honored traditions, among them the hunt. This festival of frenzied violence saw city streets awash with blood of fiends, intentionally released as sport for the brave warriors seeking to prove their skills. A nation on the forefront of technology innovation, yet steeped in the wild vestiges of its past. An interesting duality, I'm sure you'll agree. Lest we did get it too comfortable standing here, I suggest we make for the lay node arrow to finish our discussion. As long as it's not running with squirrels, I'm fine. Running with the squirrels. Ah, that's a remnant of memories remaining.
Yeah. Yep.
It means it's starting to come to sunset. That's when these come out. Yep, 6 p.m. I'm sure you have your reasons for being here, just as you have mine. Nah. Let's try that again. I'm sure you have your reasons for being here, just as I have mine. Despite that, you chose to humor this old woman, and for that, you have my thanks. I had a wonderful time talking with you.
Actually, a reason for being here is you.
You might have gathered by now, but in my past life I taught history. When the time came to retire, I stayed true to my passion and began to study my family's past. I traced my lineage back through the generations and made quite some startling discovery. One of my ancestors was originally from Lindblum. She had made her way to Alexandria around the time of the Storm Scourge. The war broke out not long after she married. As far as I could glean from the records, instead of returning to her native land, she remained in Alexandria for the rest of her life. When I discovered my connection to Lindblum, I pledged to learn more about our longtime foe. Although records were scarce, I dedicated what time I had left to my research, determined that at the very least, I would remember the nation's fate. If it's not too much to ask, I'd love to hear your thoughts about everything I've told you. Either the first or the third.
Yeah, I'm thinking the third.
You too. Another grave
Yeah.
reminder of the tragedy of war. You're quite right. If it weren't for the storm surge, my ancestors may have had the option of returning to Lindblum one day. I must apologize. Knowing that this would be my last lecture, I got a little carried away, but I simply had to share this with someone. Little did I know I'd be blessed with such an enthusiastic student. You're kind souls indeed. May the time you have left here prove fruitful and fulfilling.
What do you want?
You get the Snow White, I'll take the Soot Black. Because I have stacks of both.
Okay.
And they're handy dies to have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're not that far from the second one.
And I was thinking we were kind of traveling towards it. Other way. Or, okay, you're taking the ramp.
Only way to go. Unless we fly. Which is possible.
Which is what I was expecting.
But the ramps! The ramps! This is a pretty garden, though.
Yeah.
Ah, the Museum of Aquatic. But we have a budding botanist here.
Leaving this place for good. The budding botanist is breathing rather heavily.
Hello. Oh, sorry, this is you. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Hello. I don't think I've seen you before. I'm here to collect all sorts of leaves and flowers, just like my hero. I was looking for plants to add to my collection when a fiend burst out of the bushes and chased me away. I've only just caught my breath. I know it's a lot to ask, but would you mind helping me out?
Sure.
I'm looking for Nephaleta fronds, Arenaris leaves, and some banana leaves. You should be able to find everything nearby.
Ooh, an actual go and fetch quest.
Yep.
I hate to tell you this, but you might have to do some combat.
Oh noes. He was just repeating.
Ah.
I was just getting on when you dismounted.
Sorry. The Knowable. Hello, banana tree.
1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4.
4 bananas make a bunch, and so do many more. Yeah, we're totally dating ourselves.
Actually, I've only heard it through other people. I don't actually have any memory of the show.
That might be best.
From what I've seen, it is definitely best. Okay.
A lightning tree. You can hear it crackle. Doodles knows. I'm sorry, Doodles.
It's not the reference I'd originally meant to make anyway. There we go. You're back. Did you find everything? Banana leaves. Faintly fragrant with the versatile, ever-popular fruit. Nephiletta fronds. Sprouting in cloud-like tufts, Nephiletta fronds were once used to brew a warming tea. Shocking. Urinaris leaves. Edible but remarkably bitter, these yellow-tinged leaves are an acquired taste.
Yeah, I'll stick
I
to
don't
the
think I'm
shocking
going to acquire
tea.
that one.
Bye, Boko.
Boko is not going to try that. Well, thank you so much. I'm annoyed I couldn't do it alone, but thanks to you, my living memory plant collection is complete. Have you heard of Nephiletta? People take the fronds and use them to brew a nice warming tea. One of my books says that travelers and merchants used to drink it all the time before the war. Apparently, that second type of leaf I asked you to get, Urinaris, is really, really bitter. I heard they used it a lot in the old Alexandrian dishes. People must have had different tastes back then.
Depends on what you combine it with.
And then there's banana leaves. In Toral, they use the leaves to wrap different kinds of fillings before cooking them. I've never tried it personally, but that's what my hero told me.
Oh, trust me, Zabrax Pabal is to die for.
I suppose I should also tell you a little bit about her. She had the loveliest long ears and used to talk with me all the time in Heritage Fountain. Remember, she once laughed at me for calling her Miss. She said I wasn't as young as I thought.
I bet he's
So
talking about
much about-
Kukuya.
Probably. She knew so much about plants and animals, and she'd tell me all kinds of amazing stories about her travels. I still remember what she said to me. Discovering new species is my life's work. Yeah, that's Kukuya. I heard that and decided I'd make it my life's work too. But when I told her I wanted to go on an adventure, she said to wait until I was older and wiser, and ready to stand on my own 2 feet. Well, after that, I got sick, and in the end, I guess I wasn't being realistic. I was so obsessed with the idea of collecting new plants and finding all sorts of amazing trees that I forgot about my health. I've always been frail, you see. I wanted to visit Clara, too. You know, the place where they named this museum after. I read that the town is built on top of a giant tree protected by swirling sandstorms. Apparently it's on the same continent as Alexandria.
Maybe someday.
Speaking of giant trees, have you ever seen any? You come from the land of giant trees. During my time in the Black Shroud, I saw a truly towering specimen called the Guardian Tree.
Hold on. The Matika Greatwood is filled with bigger trees than you can imagine, but on Alo Alo, there are mighty trees bursting with ancient statues.
Yes, all true.
I'm going with the last one.
I'm sticking with the first one. Considering they have trees taller than our Chocobo's flight ceiling. Oh, I've never heard about that place. You must be a traveler, just like my hero. Or... Oh, I think I've read about those statues in one of my books on the Malala. If you've seen a place like that, you must have traveled the whole wide world.
Not yet, but we're working on it.
I'd given up on my idea of going on a big adventure, but after hearing your stories, I can't bear the thought of not living out my dream. Just you wait, one day I'll see the world and all it has to offer. After all, There's so much more out there than my books could ever tell me. You get 'em, kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm all weepy.
It's living memory.
Yeah, well.
You see a fate.
Well, there is a fate, or we can spend the last couple minutes heading back to Tirali to enjoy
Probably
nice,
Tirali.
warm
But
bed.
yeah. Just checking that no more quests had shown up after we did those two.
Yeah, one of the things we'll have to grind for is fate grinding.
Yeah. Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, we do want to get done, but we are not in exactly a rush for it. Yeah, we've got a ways to go. Only Shalawani's actually on rank 3 already. Though Heritage Found is close to, we only need like 4 there to bump it over. Everything else is very, very sad looking. Very sad. At least they were kind enough in living memory to actually put in a quiet music score, because having to work in this zone with it dead silent would just
Yeah.
And they were threatening to do that too.
Oh dear.
Well, remember when we initially left living memory,
Oh, yeah.
it was dead
Okay.
silent.
Yep. Dead being the appropriate word.
And they did not put in the actual music score until after we came back once the MSQ was done.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have the new society quests that have now opened up. We've got fate hunting. We have our random drops from the normal raids and the new alliance raids to do. We have not gotten those for the week, despite our best efforts.
Well, one effort at any rate.
Yeah, I've been slowly getting the mats for the new crafting and gathering gear so I can give them to Action and have him build it, because he's doing far better at high-end crafting than I am. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well.
I figured carrying my load for the gathering is helpful enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I give him my extras if I have any to go along with it. Because every now and then, oopsies. Now, that is a good question, Noodles. Do we want to head to the Ford cabins and get a good night rest, or do we want to chow down on some tacos first?
Well, I had tacos earlier, but I can go for more.
Well, I got a tiny amount of XP for all that.
Yeah, same.
So the question now becomes, do we want to go to
NTAs or
Zabalia
Yeah.
Tees or Anti-Tees?
I don't think NTAs has seating.
They kind of do. It's not the best in the world. It's like outdoor seating at a taco truck.
Yeah, well.
Oh man, I currently have my monk weapons glamored, which they're actually kind of cool. They're these glowing dragon heads. Grr. The problem is the reason why they're glamored is this was the step previous in their build chain. And the top build chain was so meh that I was like, I got gypped. That's us. Penchant for glamour.
Glamour is the true end game.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know what to do about my stomach and tacos. I want tacos, but I'm fearful for my stomach.
Yeah. Kind of hoping to ease you into it, but yeah.
Let's go sit on the beach.
Okay.
Looks like we've got some kebabs here. Nice. Well, I guess that's it for the evening. We actually did get some interesting little story bits done, which is nice. We will be back on Friday doing, I don't know what, probably fake grinding, but we might do some instance running as well. And you can hear Riley crying in the corner. Maybe. Thank you all very much for coming along this evening. We will be back again on Friday, starting at 10 Pacific as opposed to 9:30, which is Monday, Wednesday. Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you next time.
Yes, everyone have a great night. See ya Friday.